Hello there, it's now time for SME On Point. My name is Soweto. There's a growing interest in fish farming. Lufuno Mamathuntsha, the owner of Agrimef Farming, and his business partner Banele Rewo, the owner of Z2B Food and Beverage, says there's space for this type of farming. They believe their Nile tilapia farming training, which is based in Soweto, will not only feed households, but will create fish farmers who will contribute to the economy. However, they do ask for government's intervention. Lufuno Mamathuntsha describes himself as a fishing guy. He says he started fishing when he was young, inspired by his dad. This is when he realized just how much people love eating fish. That is when the idea of fish farming sparked his interest.
I would love to see people eating pure organic raw protein, and then which is safe, and then which they know where the fish is actually coming from as well.
The fish farm that Mamathuntsha is referring to is based in Protea, Soweto, where he and his business partner Banele Rewo are running the business together. They provide fish training for those interested in starting their own business and have so far attracted interest from many people across the country.
Got about 5 guys from Soweto, and then we had a visit. I think that was last year in February, and then that was the whole Stockfell members. They were here, and yeah, and then after that I had visitation as well from as far as out of Gauteng province, and then as far as Mpumalanga, some guys they came all the way from Limpopo to just come and see this project, just to see it by their own eyes, because sometimes social can be deceiving. So I will say so far it's doing very well, and then we do have pending people who are ready. There's one guy who's ready to start as we speak. So he wants to become a fish farmer as well. So I think it's doing very well, and the impact which it's making on our community, I think it's really great.
Aquaponics can be done on a small scale, like in a backyard or even commercially, as the technology is adaptable. At the moment, Mamathuntsha and his business partner are experimenting with the Stockfell model, which is proving to be successful. However, he believes government intervention can assist to train more fish farmers in the country.
We'll need roughly appreciated intervention from the government to give us like access to market, and then also to the retailers, and then so that we can commercialize the whole business, and then it becomes bigger. Then we can produce billions of tons in South Africa, and then we don't import anymore. We can supply our locals.
Mamathuntsha laments the benefits that come with this type of business, but also cautions that it is one that needs not only a permit, but also to be hands-on for its success.
People, when they come in here for training, I'll be able to transfer that knowledge, help them to do their applications. But so far, the fish, it depends from province to province. Like here in Gauteng, invasive species, tilapia, the Nile tilapia, you need a permit for that. And then in other provinces, they will tell you which species are invasive in their province. And then, but what I know, in South Africa as a whole, you need a permit to farm with the tilapia, with the Nile tilapia. But with the Mozambique's tilapias, the tilapia rendales, the red ones that they use at the culinaries, the blue tilapias, you don't need permit for that. You can just ask us, we come, we install your system.
Mamathuntsha hopes to make his business a bridge and an enabler to produce a lot more fish farmers in the country. Soweto, SABC News, Johannesburg. You can reach us on our Facebook pages at SME On Point. Let us know what you think of fish farming. Are you a fish farmer? How's it going? What are the startup costs? What are the running costs that you have? Would love to have that conversation with you on our Facebook page, which is at SME On Point. And those who regularly engage us, we do thank you. To the story now. For many South Africans, access to health care remains a challenge, and for amputees and prosthetic limbs are often too expensive. But one entrepreneur is changing that. Sibongile Mngadi, the founder of Ukuhamba, is using 3D printing technology to create affordable prosthetics, making mobility more accessible. She has been recognized as one of the top African women in STEM and a digital female leader in innovation. She now joins us to share her journey and the impact of her business. Sibongile, welcome to SME On Point. Thank you so much. Tell us about what inspired you to begin Ukuhamba and how your journey has been going so far.
Hi everyone, I hope we are all good and well. So Ukuhamba is actually an African word meaning mobility in English. it all started through a personal experience, Like you said, it's not easy for our people to access prosthetics, especially from the public sector. So I don't know how it feels like to live with someone who's living with physical disability, neither amputated. But I was actually provoked to see how our people actually struggle. This started when I was actually having a gum infection, and one of my doctor referred me to one of the public hospitals. Then I was booked for an X-ray. So it actually hurt me to see how our people struggle. I intervene. I said, okay, today it might not be me, but what if tomorrow could be me or one of my loved ones? So I started engaging and trying to understand what's the problem within the sector. And fortunately enough, I was given a little bit of knowledge, so I actually understood it's lack of resources, skills, and also there's a lengthy waiting list, and also not all hospitals can actually produce this, so it also tends to be a challenge and also a burden to those that are actually working also in the public sector. But then that's where I literally started to say, okay, one way or the other, there must be a way that one can actually try to see how best can we also intervene and help within the health sector.
Yeah, the issue tends to become affordability, as I can imagine, and as the demand, as you say, that a lot of people, they're forced to go to public hospitals, others are forced to go to private institutions to be able to do that. But money is always an issue. For those that don't have money, what are their options, and are you able to fill that gap for them?
Definitely, we are able to fill in that gap, but that's where we also need the government to also intervene, because it's so easy for the government to say that as young people we need to create jobs and also be entrepreneurs and start our own businesses. But to be honest, we're not getting enough support as well. And these are actually innovation that we believe that can actually change lives, because obviously, imagine if a child is born with amputation. Obviously, the child's not working and neither he's not even employed. So how are they going to be able to actually be able to procure one, So eventually it also limits their actually economic and also social activities as well. And they also live with social stigma. So what we're also trying to do is, we believe that more access to mobility is a human right. So with relevant support, and we are not here to compete with anyone, but we're just saying as young people we have the skills, we have the innovation. So if the relevant stakeholders and partners can come on board, and also let's help each other, even the industry experts, to make it easier for our people.
Yeah, just a few hours ago, Banele, we heard news that Eskom might be implementing stage 4 load shedding. We expect that they'll be announcing that in a short while. How would this impact on the runnings of Ukuhamba should load shedding come back?
So definitely with load shedding, it's with us, as much as we are into health tech and leveraging these digital technologies, it's easy for us to be able to tell you that when we actually scanning something or working on something, we are able to tell you that, okay, this can be done within 8 hours or 6 hours. But obviously with load shedding, we wouldn't be able to actually give you the accurate turnaround time.
And that would naturally impact on business.
Yeah, production also waste of material as well, because we experience production failure. Then it means you need to start from scratch and actually redesign and actually reproduce.
Understood. On SME on Points, Banele, we're quite obsessed with creating a community of entrepreneurs and SME business owners. What does one need to do to be able to get into to do what you are doing, so that they could run their own business and also help amputees and others who need prosthetic equipment?
So basically, you also need to, having an engineering background, but you also need to work with certified prosthetists, because they're the ones that actually go to the client and do all the assessment, right? Then we just focus on manufacturing. So also this would, as Ukuhamba, our aim is to help the public sector, especially scanning the casting of their clients or patients' sockets and limbs. So we are also happy to actually come in and actually assist, even teach them, those that are actually the public sector. But the whole aim is to actually try to speed up the process. But also for us as young people is that we need to not stop believing, and as young people, we are capable. It's just that a matter of time And I hope with the right channels and with the relevant support, we can actually go far. But currently, obviously, I'm a young black female and tapping in a space that is male-dominated. It's not easy, you know. There's a lot of red tapes, and also there are also like gatekeepers, you know. We have been like threatened many times, and we've been told that we should shut down. And so, but then we just believe that we hope one day the message will be sent directly to our people that we are not competing with anyone, but we're just here to try and help our people.
Sibongile Mngadi, thank you so much. You've shared a very interesting journey with us, and we do wish you very well with Ukuhamba. And in the 2:30 in the next hour, which is SA Today, we're going to be hearing from the Minister of Electricity, Dr. Hossein Zuramogopa. He has an announcement to make, and we believe it has everything to do with the fact that they say there is a possibility that stage 4 load shedding could happen because of the breakdowns that they've experienced. SABC News will be taking that presser live for you. And as for us here on SME on Point, like we always say, remember to support small businesses in your communities. Let's make those rents and cents circulate. Goodbye.